We'll pull up back to another video. All right, boom. So we're gonna go over how to manage the trade. So managing the trade is important to know when it's likely to reverse and when you want to move your stop loss to break even and things like that. So first thing I'm noticing, quick overview, is that we have our run out liquidity like always. And once liquidity is ran out, we then have our breaker structure. So that gives us our strong low that we want to hold. Now, like always, we'll look for our T1. And once we mark out our T1, that's just going to be our first pullback, which is right here. Now we have a T1. Now, once a T1's formed, we go over this all the time. It doesn't matter if we do this and keep bouncing up off of many demand zones, whatever you want to call it. This will still forever be our T1. So what we're expecting is for us to run out the T1 at some point and then coming back up. And just understand the logic behind T1, and it makes it so much easier. So you have demand zone here, then you had demand zone here, then you had demand zone here, then you had a last one that was right here. This last demand zone doesn't hold. Everybody thinks it holds because it's just been holding the demand, and it takes out the trader that got in here. They get taken out. Trader that got in here, their stop loss gets hit. Trader that got in there, their stop loss gets hit. Trader got in there, their stop loss gets hit. Now what do you see? When you see this T1 is now taken out, there's a trader who says, "Oh, we're bearish. This is a breaking structure to the downside." So now, and let me kind of erase some of this. Cool. So it's going to probably come down something similar to this to come take out the T1 and boom. So now that we've taken out all the buyers on this side with this T1, now the sellers who think they're in control, they have a supply zone here as well. This seller has a supply zone here as well. And this seller has a supply zone here as well. Now that the sellers have three supply zones, remember, we're still bullish. This low is what gave us this high and what caused this breaking structure. So once we take the T1 out, we're still going to look to buy back up. But what happens is you get a false narrative from the seller's perspective of these are supply zones because we broke structure down here when in fact we didn't break structure. It's just a T1. So then what happens is you come to this supply zone, give them a little bit of profit, take them out. Come to this supply zone, a little bit of profit, take them out. Come to the supply zone, might not even come down to a straight back up. Now we have one person that won right here. Whoever took sales from here, you won going to this T1. And the one who took these buys, you won as well. The ones we're taking out, how many losing traders there is what you really want to pay attention to. There's a losing trader here. There's also one right here. Also one right here. Then we have these two supply zones right there. So we have one, two, three, four, five, six different losing traders and two winning traders. That makes sense when you realize most traders fail, most traders don't win. All right, I didn't mean to go that deep into T1. This is not about T1, but I saw a few questions behind T1. I just want to make sure we all understand the logic behind it. Now, how we would manage this trade. Now that we have our T1 here, and we found out our 5 minute time frame, I'm going to go to 15 to see if there's a area I can get in at. So the first area I'm seeing is this breaker block right here. That could possibly be my entry. Let's see if we see something on the higher time frame. Nope, not on 30. And not on the 1 hour. So go back to our 5 minute time frame. And what we can do is then draw an entry right here. Now, boom, this would be the 1 to 4 you're aiming for. And of course, at that point, you just wait for the market to come to your area. Boom. So we are now tagged in the trade. And as you can see, we ran up very nicely. Now, to manage the trade, this is how we go about managing a trade. Whenever this high was broken, your stop loss should be at break even. Now think about why would I go break even here? If I want my lows to hold and continue to go up, that means every time you see the three candle confirmation, the one, two, three, where the middle wick is either the strongest or the highest, then that should hold the entire way up. So once we cross that, we go break even. Now we can't move our stop loss into profit until we get another pullback that comes up. Now, this is where you can move your stop loss. So let's say your stop loss was to break even down here and we're still coming up. Yes, we have this three candle formation here as well, but when we start to create another range, remember the range is just the ran out liquidity. So how this T1 with ran out liquidity and the broke structure, this was the start of the range. In this scenario, we have this ran out liquidity and then breaking structure. So now I can make this my low as the start of my range. Now, once this gets broken, this is when you would exit the trade. So boom, as you see, we broke this low, we broke that level, and watch what happens with the market after we signify that it won't be going up anymore. It completely tanks after. Look, when you see we crossed this low that should have been protected here, we came back in here for counter trend sales, and anybody wanted to take some sales like that and fell the rest of the way. Now, the reason why this becomes so important is because there's going to be a lot of trade or trading days where you might not win necessarily, but it doesn't mean you actually need to lose money. With the mob strategy, you literally hit break even way more than you lose. Because once you break certain levels, you can move your stop loss to break even comfortably because you know it shouldn't reach that level again. And then once it starts creating ran out liquidity lows, then you should know that should be a low that should hold. And if it doesn't hold, then you can take profit in profit. This can help you manage your trade to get profit as well as hold trades even longer. If you ever have runners that you're holding and you don't know when to close them, you can either close them at a obstacle point where the market should react, or you can wait for lows to get broken to where it could possibly start to reverse. But that is everything I got for this video. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If you did like this video, if it did help you at all, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a comment, go ahead and put that sub button. And bro, let's make 2025 that year that you tell people when they ask for your story. The year's not over. We're halfway through. That means we still have half to go. So even if you haven't been doing what you know you should have been doing, I'm glad we're able to have this talk while we still have half a year left. And start doing the right thing by joining the free trading Discord. It's literally a free Discord for you to have the chance to connect with other traders. And this is going to be one of the most important aspects in becoming a good trader. Think about it. The top basketball players, the top football players, all of them, they knew each other when they were like in high school as well. Why? It's because you're in the same room with people who are on the same levels as you, or people who are in a talented atmosphere. So if you want to become a talented trader, it's best to always be a part of community with other talented traders as well. But yeah, if y'all have anything specifically, go ahead and comment that, and that way I can cover topics like that. But y'all be cool, y'all be calm, y'all be safe, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.